All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 30th, 2011. Just want to go over what transpired in the live trading room this morning. You can see here on the ES we are plus 2 ticks. We should be plus 4 ticks. I messed up a trade. I accidentally whacked my mouse into my keyboard and it happened to be on top of the exit at market and cancel when it happened. And, and so it exited a trade prematurely on me, but I got back into the same trade and it won. I'll go over that in a minute. And on the YM, you can see we're plus 16 ticks over there. All right. So let me just scroll back here on the ES, and I'll show you the trades that we took. We took 2 trades over there this morning. One lost 1 point, and the other one won 2 points. Oops, I just went a little too far. Now, when the market opened up, there was this trade right here. After we broke the elbow, we had a little bit of a bubble. It pulled back down here to the BBC. I didn't take it. I marked it with an orange arrow. I did not take that trade. I missed it. That one worked out for a couple of points. All right, then we went back inside the bands down here, and we didn't have a bubble to take this long trade over here. We broke the elbow on the bottom side over here. We didn't break the elbow and come out of the bands at the same time, so there was no trade right there. This is on a 4-tick range chart on the ES, by the way. All right, we had a bubble come in right here, but this was right at 10 o'clock. There was a news event. Consumer confidence came out, so it was pretty much impossible to trade this right here. But there was a short right here that would have worked out. I didn't mark it up because there was no chance of getting into it. The market really moved quickly right here when the consumer confidence came out, way lower than anticipated. So I'm just scrolling through here a little bit until it actually calmed down, and you see we were inside these bands over here almost all the way through. Okay, I didn't take this one because it was right on the elbow extension, but normally we had a bubble and a pullback down right here. So normally if this was above the elbow extension, which is this dotted line right here, we would have looked to go long on that, and that did go 2 points from the entry. I didn't mark it as one because I didn't take it because it was on the elbow extension. We did watch it though. We were watching that trade. Okay, now it moved on and it stayed inside the box here a little bit on the short side, so we weren't looking to go short. I'm waiting for my charts to catch up with my mouse right here. Okay, right over here somewheres. Alright, we had this right in here. I didn't take this trade. I'm not sure what stopped me from taking this. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't looking at it. I might have been in the YM trade at the time. But anyway, it pulled up here. It pulled back down to the BBC. We did have the bubble. Now, the bubble was probably for this pullback over here was what the bubble was for. So you usually get 1 bubble per pullback. That would be why I didn't take that trade. Over here, the BBC was inside the box, so we didn't go short. Moving along, you see the market got kind of choppy in here, and it was inside the box again on the long side. On the short side, it stayed inside the box. Now we got outside the box with the BBC. The box is this area right in here. Okay, I know it looks like a triangle right here, but I call it the box. When price is inside there, I don't trade. Now here we got the bubble and we got the pullback to the BBC. I accidentally exited out of this trade right here. This is where I whacked my mouse by accident and exited out of the trade right here, but I got right back into it at the same entry position. And I took profit right up here, 2 points profit on that trade. Alright, after losing 2 ticks, I ended up taking 2 points profit, so I ended up with 1.5 points profit on it. And there was a trade earlier that I took that I lost a point on. I missed this trade right here. This was right at the close of the morning session, but this was a beautiful trade. You see we had the bubble down here and a pullback to the BBC, and I would have anticipated that going up to the zone right here where it did go to, exactly where it went to. Then we had another bubble here and another pullback down to the BBC. I would have anticipated that going to the zone, which is right where the BBC was, and it did do that, and that's pretty much where we are right now, I believe. We're actually up a little bit from this area right here, or down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it popped up from here a little bit, and it came down. So that would have been, had I taken that trade, it would have been a losing trade, but I did not take it. Alright, so as things stand on the morning, we ended up plus 2 ticks. which I know is kind of odd because we usually use a 2-point bracket. I lost 1 point on one trade. I lost a half a point by a mistaken mouse click. And then I made 2 points on another trade. So that's how that all came to be. Over here on the YM, we're plus 16 ticks on the morning. And I didn't take many trades on the YM either. As a matter of fact, I don't even have them outlined here. The trades that I did take, I took a divergence short trade. Hang on, I need to get in here where the market really was. Okay, right here we had divergence, and I shorted right in here. Okay, I shorted this right here. Now the actual trade for this was from the open. We had a bullish cross right here. It pulled back down. This was a beautiful trade right here. This is what we anticipate all the time on the YM. Once you get a bullish cross, the first pullback is usually good for 20 ticks. This one was exactly that. All right, it bounced off of here, but I missed it. All right, then we had a bearish cross, and the first pullback was over here. That one dropped down. Sorry, my tooltips are getting in the way there. That one dropped down here to the MA1. Hang on, I'm going to shut those tooltips off. That one dropped down to the MA1 on us and bounced off it right here. All right, at that time we had divergence. So I was looking for a close down below the MA1 to take the divergence, and I got it right here. I took a divergence trade right here. I think I got 6 ticks out of that trade. I was anticipating it going down here to the zone, which is what it did do, but I took a couple of ticks out of it. All right, I only got a couple out of that one. Now over here we had a bullish cross, and so the first pullback was right here. I took that long right there. How many ticks do I have? 16. Yeah, what I did is I was anticipating it getting up here. Now originally my target was up here. I was anticipating it getting up to 78, and it got up to 75. Once I had 10 ticks profit in the trade, I brought my stop up to break even. Once it went beyond that, I was anticipating it getting up to the MA1 right here. I brought my stop up to plus 10 ticks, and that's where it ended up stopping me out at plus 10 ticks. All right, now moving on, we had a divergence trade right here. You would have been looking to get long right over here on the close above the MA1. The problem I had with that one, I didn't do it because the MA1 was below the BBC. All right, now over here was a much better one because the BBC is clearly below the MA1. So the close above the MA1 right there was a nice divergence long trade on the YM. All right, now you see right here, we're just crossing down below. Both of these lines are down here, so what I would anticipate happening is getting some bearish divergence and a drop down from here. All right, that's what I would anticipate. That was the morning on the ES and the YM. Those were the trades that we took this morning in the live trading room.